Welcome to this explainer. We're diving straight into how a traditional cricket tournament completely morphed into a high-stakes, glamorous, tech-driven juggernaut that literally changed the sport forever. The Indian Premier League isn't just a cricket tournament anymore, is it? It's easily one of the biggest sports entertainment events on the planet. From legendary players and unforgettable matches to absolute jaw-dropping records and die-hard fans, we're going to trace the incredible journey of how this league completely rewrote the rulebook of cricket.
So how exactly did a simple cricket tournament become a billion-dollar global empire? It definitely didn't happen by accident. The IPL basically took everything we already loved about the sport, cranked the dial up to 11, and created this perfect storm of fierce competition and pure spectacle. It became an absolute, unstoppable entertainment machine.
I mean, just look at the sheer contrast here. On one hand, you've got traditional test matches and ODIs. We love them, right? But they're defined by that slow, steady, methodical pacing. And then, boom, the IPL era hits. We're talking fast-paced T20 action under massive floodlights, cheerleaders keeping the crowd hyped, celebrity team owners, and wild high-stakes player auctions. It completely flipped the script and turned the sport into a massive prime-time entertainment package the fans just instantly devoured.
Now, this whole disruption started taking shape back in early 2008. Taking a page from huge franchise leagues and other sports, the BCCI, with Lalit Modi really driving the vision, launched this massive experiment. Fast forward to April 18, 2008, KKR faces RCB in that historic first match. And man, what a first season it was. By the end of it, we got the ultimate underdog story. Legendary Australian spinner Shane Warne led the Rajasthan Royals to surprise literally everyone and take the very first crown. That victory is still one of the greatest stories the league has ever produced.
And the whole foundation of this beast? It was built on these 8 original franchises. From Mumbai to Hyderabad, tying these teams to specific cities was an absolute game changer. It instantly created these massive, deeply passionate local fan bases right out of the gate. Fans had a real emotional anchor from day one, and honestly, that local pride became the very lifeblood of the entire league.
Section 1. Superstars and Rivalries, where local talent meets global legends.
As things grew, the league became this ultimate melting pot of talent. Think about it. Before this, young domestic guys rarely got to share a dressing room with international superstars. But suddenly, young Indian players like Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Hardik Pandya, and Jasprit Bumrah are teaming up with and actually learning from global heavyweights like AB de Villiers, Chris Gayle, and Lasith Malinga. That cross-pollination just absolutely leveled up Indian cricket, turning young local guys into bona fide global icons.
And naturally, at the very top of the food chain, a massive rivalry took shape. We're talking about the undisputed giants here. You've got the Mumbai Indians, led by Rohit Sharma, defined by just unprecedented, massive success and a huge trophy count. And then right there with them, the Chennai Super Kings. MS Dhoni at the helm, famous for that incredible consistency and, of course, his trademark calmness. This clash of distinct styles gave us one of the most highly anticipated rivalries in the history of the sport.
Section 2. Unforgettable IPL Moments, Breaking the Scoreboard.
158. This wasn't just a big score. It was a total shock to the system. In literally the very first match of the tournament, Brendan McCullum shocked the world by blasting an unbelievable 158 runs. He essentially put the whole world on notice, single-handedly kicking off a completely new, hyper-aggressive era in cricket.
But the records kept falling. 175. Flash forward to 2013, and Chris Gayle drops what is still the highest individual score in IPL history, a spectacularly destructive 175 runs in a single match. People still talk about it as one of the most destructive innings ever played on a cricket pitch. It was just pure, unadulterated power hitting. And then there's 973. During that wild 2016 season, Virat Kohli went on an absolute tear, scoring a mind-boggling 973 runs in just a single season. To put that into perspective, it still stands as one of the greatest, most insanely consistent batting seasons we've ever witnessed.
But hey, it's not all just about the huge aggregates, right? It's those human clutch moments that really stick with us, like MS Dhoni's iconic helicopter finishes. Watching him calmly secure these massive victories by launching sixes under totally suffocating pressure, that right there is what earned him millions of devoted fans all across the globe.
Section 3. The billion-dollar business. The economics behind the pitch.
So let's look under the hood at the economics here. The IPL practically built the perfect money-making machine.
They blended traditional sports with massive corporate sponsorships and insanely lucrative broadcasting rights. But they didn't stop there. They added Bollywood-level glamour, bringing in owners like Shah Rukh Khan. Toss in those nail-biting player auctions, or guys are going for crores of rupees, and you've got a business model that's honestly just as thrilling off the pitch as the game is on it.
And we've got to talk about how resilient this machine actually is. During the COVID-19 pandemic, when the whole world basically faced impossible challenges, the IPL adapted. They set up these incredibly strict biosecure bubbles and even packed up and moved tournaments to the UAE to play without crowds. Despite all those monumental logistical nightmares, they kept the broadcast running and made sure millions of us stuck at home didn't miss a single beat.
Section 4. A global phenomenon, changing cricket worldwide.
Because this formula, it definitely didn't just stay in India. We are talking about a massive, truly global fan base stretching from Australia and England to South Africa, Pakistan, Bangladesh, the Middle East, and even the United States. Today, matches are broadcast in multiple languages globally, and that IPL trophy is easily one of the most prestigious prizes in T20 cricket. But really, its biggest legacy is that it acted as the blueprint. It inspired so many other countries to launch their own T20 leagues, basically lifting up the entire global cricket economy.
Which brings us to a pretty compelling question to wrap things up. Which team and which player is going to define this next era of the IPL? As we've seen in this explainer, the league is this ever-evolving juggernaut that connects millions of fans worldwide. Every single year, the stakes get higher, the game gets faster, and the boundaries get pushed even further. So as this whole ecosystem keeps growing, who's going to step up next and shatter that next billion-dollar boundary? Thanks for exploring this fascinating journey with me. Keep wondering, keep analyzing, and I'll see you in our next explainer.